is to play the game in a particular way. See, all you got to do is play. You can play wrong. And if you are playing wrong, well, you convince other people who are like, oh, you're playing wrong. Here, I'm going to play it, but I'm going to play it right. You convince those people to play the game. It doesn't matter if you're playing right or wrong. They think you're playing wrong, and thus they're going to step up and be like, no, I'm going to play it right. And then they pick up the game and they play it wrong. So the cycle continues. But that's it. That's what we got to do. As people putting games online, your whole job is to play the game wrong so that someone else would be like, no. Here, I'm going to play it, but I'm going to play it the correct way. Because if I played this game completely uniformly with everyone else, it would just be like, well, that's the experience. That you're just playing the experience. So now I have experienced it vicariously through watching you, and I don't need to experience the game. But in this way, they're mad at me. Anyway. In this way, they're mad at me. The end.
All right, Sir Comics, listen up. You're not going to like me, and I seriously doubt I'm going to like you. But if you do exactly as I say, we can have a lot of fun together. And maybe make some quick cash. Just remember, it's a partnership, not a friendship. Got it?
Yeah.
Breaking bows. Have you heard of the rabble of...
What? Excuse me? But is it Pulse Pusillanimous? Pusillanimous? Man, I don't know. Illanimous. Pusillanimous. What is this word, and why have I never seen it before?
Vigilantes who call themselves Longbow.
Yes. I forgot what voice I gave him.
They make me sick.
Why?
Scrupulous, sermonizing do-gooders. Longbows is a huge hero organization funded out of Paragon City. Get rid of them and Arachnos will make it worth your while.
Yeah. I mean, I skipped your dialogue. But, yeah. I mean, it's the usual story. Hey, have you heard of Longbow? Good. Get out of here. I enjoy that you have heard of Longbow. Now do something about them. Did I miss the gremlins? Are there two of these and I'm just on the wrong one? Guys. I beat the ICA training facility, all challenges except for one. All feats and challenges and everything, except for the one. Which one? The hammer one. The one that's not described and that I don't remember how to do. But everything else was done. I haven't started Paris yet because I'm still waiting for a reply on whether or not anybody wants to actually see me go through that. I need to soon set up some other games on PlayStation to record those. I also would like to get an animation started, but there's a spider under my couch that I don't want crawling up on me while I'm trying to animate. And I'm waiting to see where it's at before I sit down and start drawing on my tablet. I've gone, looked at my tablet, about picked it up, and then thought, oh, I don't want to sit on my couch right now. I looked back, I didn't see it. But I will. I have an animation plan. I don't know exactly how to do it. I also have a video that I gotta work on soon. So I don't have a whole lot of time. It's not gonna be done quickly. I got 2 animation plans. One of them is a lot more difficult and will take a lot more time. But I want to do this other animation sort of as a test first. Oh, he said some stuff. Oh well. He's been briefed on me. Well, no amount of briefing can prepare you for what just happened. Oh man, I gotta run all the way back. Rocket board! Maybe I can catch the gremlins this time on the way back. Why am I just now congested? I can feel it, and I don't know why it happened. Gremlins! Whoop. And these ones are level 13. Got him. There is a mission that I'll get that allows me to finish that gremlin badge pretty quickly. If you had a full team, it would be better. Okay, give me your big, complicated words I've never seen before that are a string of consonants and vowels that I don't know how to pronounce and have dyslexia, so they're all going to be jumbled up anyway.
Well done, Sir Comics. Well done.
Oh no, a word, but it's a name.
And I have brief discussion in my private office. Office.
Oh no, what is that word? Office.
Yes, I expect I'll have more information for you before long. Well, I think we've come to understand each other. Ooh, enhancements, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Albrecht, and I have had a most pleasant conversation while you were complaining about my offering you enhancements that you don't need. According to him, Longbow is already established and a listening post here in Cap.
Thank you for not saying the whole name that I don't know how to pronounce as well.
He was even kind enough to provide the coordinates. I'd like you to head over there and get rid of every single Longbow agent in the place. See if you can find out what they're learning, too. That information will be valuable to Arachnos.
Uh-huh.
I envy you this task. Sir Comics, I really do.
Hmm? The thing you said. I envy you this task. I used an older phrase. Was it forgiven us or something like that? Where it just seems like it's understandable, but it sounds weird. I used that yesterday. Something like that. I'm not entirely sure what the phrase was anymore. I must eliminate all longbow in the base. All of these potent potables, unscrupulous scribbles. The succulent shrimp. Medium rare steaks. That guy just fart? I mean, this is just longbow. I don't need a full team. I don't need ×8 for this. I've already got the 1,000 longbow that I need for the badge. I guess I am slowly earning infamy badges, though, which is something. I have gained their information, and I am now taking it back to me so that I can give it to my contact. Or maybe I'm going to call them, which I don't think is a possibility. They gave me their phone number.
According to these files you've recovered, Olivia is in for a surprise when she gets back at Paragon City. Now, ordinarily, I'd be happy to let the fool rot in Zagrat.
Rhyme.
But I won't have Longbow thinking they've got the better of the Rogue Isles. So we're going to save Mr. Sir Comics. Yes, much as it pains me, we're going to save someone. You're smart, kid, and you know how to look out for yourself. So welcome to my inner circle. Please, peruse my store.
No.
Olivia is already en route to Paragon City. In order to protect her from the Longbow ambush, we need to move quickly to disrupt all communications down there. Longbow plans to attack during her meet with the Council in Skyway. I want you to secure her and give those Longbow Boy Scouts a bloody nose. Think you can handle it?
Yes.
Make sure she knows who to thank for this example of Deus Ex Machina. This could be good for both of our careers.
Deus Ex Machina. God from the machine. To what does she owe this serendipitous meeting of the protective blast of QA kill all? Who knows? Oh, it's this mission. I have tried to speedrun this mission. It doesn't go over very well. I think it's I think it's because she's a combat escort. So if you get too close to an enemy, she just decides to fight them. She can die, which is another problem of its own. Out of range? I didn't think I had range. Boom. Boom. Pop. Also, for some reason, there's just a whole level below me that has a bunch of enemies as well. These people are completely non-consequential, though. They don't get in the way. They don't add or subtract to anything. She is up on the bridge. That's it. If you wanted to clear out the entire map, here's a bunch of enemies all over the place that you can fight. I don't have to clear out the entire map. I really don't. But I am compulsed by my obsession to clear out the entire map. You might call it a compulsory obsession. Or obsessive-compulsive disorder. But, I mean, maybe that's part of my OCD. Maybe it's not. So I said you might call it. There's a bunch of mercenaries here, too. Oh, there's the talking. She's up top. Boom. Again, weird choice for a power for the QA test kill all explosion. It doesn't travel very fast. It's got a lot of animation that it goes through. It doesn't work if you have a it works. It doesn't look right if you have a shield out. There's plenty of other powers to choose from that probably would have been better. Some with longer range. But certainly ones that travel faster. Which I think is the most important thing for this beta test stuff. If you're going to do the kill all. To get rid of mobs, you know, make it happen quicker. Ones that aren't as loud as well. You know, weird that this is it. Maybe they're doing it because it looks like a Dragon Ball Z thing. I don't know. Oh boy. So anyway, when it's not times 8 players, I just come through here, I free the captive, and then I try to like sneak past all of the mobs. I think that's everybody on the map. Hello. See, this is the demon. Also try to sneak past this ambush. normally, but I decided to stop and talk. This is the Demon Summoner Mastermind. I think this mission was introduced when they introduced this new archetype power to summon demons. So you would carefully weave away from as many of the enemy mobs as you could. But sometimes she'll get too close to a mob and then go try to attack. But she does follow really well. See, any other NPC would just like turn around, run backwards, and then you'd lose them. Not any other, but you know, like the bad escort mission. And when you are going down a slope or a set of stairs, I don't know why, but that happens to a lot of NPCs that you're escorting, where you're going down something where they'll follow you for a bit, and then they'll be like, oh, wait, no, now I'll go. Wait, and then now I'll go. It's like, why do they keep turning around? Because that's when you lose them. Because they create a gap. Target. There's nothing there. There's a mob here. Somewhere. Sorry, guys. I missed you. I didn't see you there. I don't know what voice I gave this contact. I was just like, what if gruff? What if gruff, but also a voice I've probably already done?
Is safe. Good longbow's beaten. Better. You've helped me make Cap the free place it's meant to be, where people like you and I can cut loose and enjoy ourselves. Don't expect me to say thank you, but I must admit, I'm mighty glad.
Mighty! Mm-hmm.
You remember the legacy chain, don't you?
Yes. Having power glitch issue. Oh, are my shoes here? Oh. Hang on.
It's like, I am training you while you are on this special sacred mission. I will be slowly trying to kill you. So, you know, if you die, that's your own fault.
What am I... I still don't see...
Say, use a image of a cliffhanger, like the end of a book, the end of a chapter, and it's like, and he looked up and a train was speeding right to him, the end of chapter 2.
Cliffhangers. Cliffhanger.
Look, you only have 3 lives.
What's gonna happen to the guy? We don't know.
Whoa.
This is not cliffhanger.
Okay, where's the Hail Mary? Let's... Oh, where's Hail Mary? Come on. Just getting out of there. That's helpful. Thanks, Arrow. That's extremely helpful. Oh, okay.
So this is my last shot. Oh, that was almost a Hail Mary.
No.
Talk about an upset for you, huh?
Longest pass ever.
No. It's okay. Look, I'm fine. Dude, no. I pressed the button, but Aladdin's like, nah, I don't want to throw an apple.
I like touched the power cable on the back of the mixer and the fuzz went away. I also almost knocked over my microphone while getting out of this chair to go get my shoes off the porch.
The legacy cane of a new and powerful ally, Sir Comics, a young mutant who calls herself
Briss?
and sports a full array of fire powers.
Pyrus. Ah, context.
They've been using her talents to melt down the Aeon's facilities, and I don't like it. Not one bit. If I had my way, there'd be no selflessness.
What? There'd be no... Huh? I mean, that's what he says.
No heroics, no fanfare, no mortality, no hope. And in Pyrus's case, I intend to have my way. I want to turn her into a villain, Sir Comics, and I think you can help me.
I'll give it a shot.
This seems our young vigilante is an orphan. Her parents went into one of Dr. Aeon's labs. Her parents went into one of Dr. Aeon's labs and never came out. For my plan to work, I need to find out exactly how they died. So I need you to sack that lab.
Mm-hmm.
You should probably wipe out all of Aeon's troops to make sure nobody learns you were the invader.
Mm-hmm. I'll do it. It's stuff. There's stuff in here. Oh man. Hey guys, why are you attacking me? I'm just a fellow Arachnos person just hanging out. I'm defending myself. You don't even know why I'm here. Which direction did I come from? Where did I come from? Where am I to go? Where did I come from? Where am I to go? Oh, rubber banding. By the way, before people started calling the whole Mario Kart catch-up system where, you know, like you're in last place, so the game treats you differently so that you can get ahead. Before they started calling that rubber banding was already a thing in gaming. Mostly online gaming. Although I suppose it's possible that it could have happened in offline gaming. But what it would do, what rubber banding is I would run forward and then suddenly I am back here again because it didn't, like, it registered on my end that I was moving, but it didn't communicate that to the server properly because of some sort of interruption in the data. And then so when it catches back up to the server says, well, I'm actually not in that position, I'm further back. So it places me further back where the server says I am, not where my local system says I am. And that's called rubber banding. That's maybe the best way that I could explain it, but probably not the best explanation there is. Yeah, so when I heard about people talking about rubber banding in Mario, I was like, oh, that's a thing? Or Mario Kart or whatever. I was like, oh, that's a thing? There you just like snap back? That's terrible. Nope. That's not what they were talking about for some reason. Oh, okay. Did that guy shoot me? Oh, I still have to defeat everybody's. Oh, there's an ambush.
Give me your feet, so that I may detach them.
More ambush. You guys aren't plants. They're trying to tell me that they ambush. What are they, related to the former president? Also, my camera clipped through the wall for a second. I think I saw an object that's outside, but it could have been one of these. Could have been a lab equipment. Is there another ambush that was waiting for me? Wow. There's like a guy left somewhere. There you are. Oh, prismatic aether. I can use that to make myself even bigger, but I don't want to because I could have made myself taller and I chose not to. Why am I... Is that what that is? My expert duelisting? Has that been there? That hasn't been there. That's a... What is that? What's happening? Why am I this? I'm confused. Oh, man. What was I in there for? What was I doing? Something about a learning about her parent. Introduced to a new contact.
So, Anne killed Pyrrhus's parents in an experiment gone bad? Not that she needs to... Not now. Not that she needs to know about it. The important thing is, we now know enough about their deaths to proceed with authority. One thing I've learned over the years, Sir Comics, if you want to tell a lie, it helps to know the truth. Some people I know want to meet you.
Unrelated. Wheelie Wheeler. What else is going on, though?
I've got a sick plan. Want to help?
What are we, skateboarding?
We know Pyrrhus's parents died to Dr. Aeon's, how shall we put it? Less than reasonable tinkering. Less than responsible tinkering. He did a sick kickflip over a transfer. Landed on them. But Pyrrhus doesn't know the details. Not for sure. Now, here are Aeon's files back. Doctored, of course. I want you to take them to a specific legacy chain base. Plant them on a computer there.
I have to type in these gloves? Can't you just put it on a flash drive, make me click a mouse or something?
Yes, that's what you need to do. I'm not asking you to type the whole thing up.
Oh.
It'll make it seem that Aeon's experiments were cautious in the extreme.
Okay, weird way to put that.
And that Pyrrhus's parents died in an attack on the lab in the legacy chain. Our young heroine will believe that her newfound friends were willing to sacrifice her family in order to stop Aeon's experiment. Then we'll see how the worm turns.
Oh, how the turntables.
If we played our cards right, Pyrrhus will turn away from the legacy chain No more romantic good deeds for her.
Romanticized. Wait a minute. I'm there. Plant those files. Out of my way! I got a seed and I need a file computer plant. Does anybody have any water to feed the seed some water when I put it in the computer? Fertilizer? Anybody have any fertilizer? I think all of these people have fertilizer. At least now they do. If they didn't before... What? Yeah, but... Wait a minute. There's more. But wait a minute. There's more. But wait a minute, there's no more. Alright, now no one will have known that I put this flash drive into this computer, opened it, moved the files over, created a new folder. I broke the computer. Well, it's on the hard drive. Man. I'm sorry, sir. I tried. I really tried. But I failed to create a folder called Legacy Chain or Stinky Butts on their computer.
Planted the files for pirates to find.
I thought it was going to be like comma right.
Planted the files for papyrus to find?
Like, why are you that? No. No. That's surprise. You told me to do that. Why would you be surprised that I did it? That's like confusion. Like,
why would you do that? You planted the files?
Like, that's not asking me if I've planted the files. Anyway.
Good. Now we sit and wait. Patience is one virtue I am content to keep.
Really? I'm not. Oops.
According to certain inside sources of mine, the fish have taken the bait.
I don't understand your code, sir.
Pyrus read the files we planted about the legacy chain, causing her parents' deaths. And she's asking a lot of questions. Now, here's where we seal the deal. Get her out of that legacy base before they can prove to her that Aeon was actually responsible for her parents' demise. When she's outside the legacy chain's control, I believe she'll turn.
I don't think you know how this actually works.
The base is located in a small cave nearby. Get going.
It's nearby? Wow. A half a mile nearby. That's what I call nearby. Now that's what I call nearby. It also said a small cave? It better be a small cave. It does look like it's a cave. But is it small? Small compared to what? Where I would find the Leviathan? Well, it's not a big cave. Yeah, well... I've seen smaller caves, sure. But I've also seen much bigger caves. You win this round. But remember, when next we meet, I will not be as kind. Was she here? What's going on? Oh, she was. I'm here to free you from the tyranny of truth. I don't know who to believe. Can you help me? No. I mean, maybe. Uh-oh. You can believe my muscles. And that I can indeed flex them. You could also believe that if you follow me... Thank you. That I know the way to get out of this cave. Oh no, do I go left or do I go right? Which way is the ambush gonna go? Oh no, there's an ambush behind me too. What is that? I'm sorry. What? 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 Meta? Meta? Facebook? Pages that they are calling Business Suite decided to send me a message that I should share a post from my own page in order to grow my business. Like, dude, it's a page for my art organization, not a business. There's nothing about it that is a business. I created it when pages were a thing, not when businesses were your focus. You don't have any other way to promote my page if not for this thing that you rebranded under my nose. Also, don't send me a notification. Also, don't send me anything telling me to promote myself by sharing my own post. And it shouldn't show up as my text message tone through Facebook's notifications that I have turned off. It's just a mess of how did any of that happen? This is the work of people whose entire job it is, in order to get paid, have to come up with some new idea to do something. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to increase any margins or anything. They just have to have an idea and implement it in order to keep their job. And so that this is what they came up with. What if we sent out notifications to everybody who has a page telling them to share their posts to grow their business? It's like when Twitch is like, I hate Twitch. It's like when Twitch tells the creator, the streamer, don't forget to tell your audience to follow or become a member or whatever the thing is. Sub. Twitch sub. Don't forget about their Twitch Primes. Like, dude. One, they know. Everybody knows. Everybody knows all the time. They know how it works. Alright? If you're on Twitch, you know how it works. You can see it everywhere. If they don't, they can ask. But also, no. I wouldn't dare tell my audience, like if I had followers, I wouldn't dare tell my followers to follow me. That's stupid. And it'd be treating them like they're stupid. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Uh-oh, I can't have a new thing here, and I don't have any more contacts.
I've had a nice chat with Virus over a cup of tea. She thanks you for getting her out of that legacy chain base. I hate to say it, but the poor dear's feeling a bit disillusioned. Lucky she's got a friend like me to guide her in this troubled time.
Uh-huh. Well, guess I disconnected from chat? What do you mean? Why? Am I still connected to chat? Anyway, I guess I gotta level up. No, don't quit. Earn experience. Get exploded. I didn't level up. Ooh. This place is red. There must be some really strong folks around. Yeah! I doubt level 11 will be sufficient. All of that patrol experience has been used. That was really quick. Did I get the patrol badge? Yes? Must have already gotten that a while ago. I will train to a new level of power to get enhancement slots. Well, I'm gonna need to start actually using some of that. Nothing. Huh. Well, back to it. Ooh, you know what'd be good while I'm here? Oh, my jump pack ran out right in the middle of that. There, you can find some unique enemies here. If I know where they are. They won't always be here, but it is possible for them to be here. Come on, jump pack. Well, if I'm not shooting. Um, it's not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different place. Or maybe it is these. Maybe it's the disruptors that I was thinking of. Dang. I would like to know also how the leveling to get new contacts works. Do I get new contacts before or after I train? I think it's after you train. I think you can get to level 50 and then just not train and then do your contacts while you just have levels waiting. If that's not the case, then I should see that come up. Confront! Active defense? When you activate this power... Oh, I need that. That's Mez protection. I also would like to fly and... or hover. Not... well... I want active defense. I don't think that's a shield power, actually. Is it? Just protects... No, it's a shield power. Okay. It was also a toggle with a long recharge. Available level 10. It is not a toggle. Okay. Huh. Since this one is True Grit is always on, this is something that I can put... Well, it says resistance. I can fill this up. I can put the unique enhancements for resist damage in this, and also the unique enhancements for healing in it. Which is pretty good. Just to have as a standby power to have those. That way, if I wanted an actual healing regeneration in the actual healing, I could just do that. Okay, he's still there, but nothing. Kind of afraid to go for paper missions right now until I have a new contact. I don't think level 12 is gonna do it. So I'll head back. Bust some more skulls. Maybe look for some Mages. Like that guy. No, I don't think the disruptors are what I was looking for. Huh. It's a ruin mage. Nothing. Okay. It might be like level 15 or something. I'll just keep that up for now. So now I can put a power in Slash, probably the Scrapper archetype enhancement. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Gotta go back. Uh-oh. Huh. I should make light of that situation. Any mages in it? No. Aha! Portling Berserker? I don't think that's what I thought it was. I think I was thinking of Cold Demons. Yeah, those guys. No, that's right. He's a Cold Demon. Virgil. Okay, level 14? Nothing? Well, Ashley McKnight showed up, but she's not here in my contact list for some reason. That's weird. I'm gonna go talk to her. See if she'll respond. If not, then I'm gonna go level up and then I'll talk to her again. Okay. Wait a minute. Why were you in the inactive pool? That you're still in the inactive pool. It worries me a little bit. Like, I need to call some of these people more often. And what level is Wheelie Wheeler? Like, if I go talk to him right now at level 14, not even leveling up, will he become active? Oh boy, she's got a lot to say, huh? When you were a kid, did your parents ever say to you, "Hey, Sir Comics, do you want to see something really scary?" No, because they never called me Sir Comics when I was a kid. Would you? Then they would go, "Boo!" or something like that? No. No, that never happened. Well, my parents did that too. Only what they showed me was a dark void beast they were keeping locked up in our basement. That was the day I got my first gray hair. I was 8. Wow. Cool story. How can I read? There we go. You would think I would have been afraid, but I wasn't. I found the beast. And what he meant to the world around me, fascinating. Imagine this simple little... What was with the whole gray hair thing? Imagine this simple little world we have with people in jobs and buildings, and right in the middle of it is this creature from another realm who swallows light and speaks in quasi-starburst. Okay. My father told me it couldn't even perceive our presence or where it actually was. It was that alien. Amazing. I've worked with my father and his group on unveiling the secret world around us ever since. Okay, but you do have the Origin of Power mission arc for me. Still not an active contact for some reason. You might not want to hear this, but there is more to your abilities than a simple twist of fate. Yeah, it's called technology and muscles. You're connected to something bigger than you or I. It's the one thing that ties us together, not just in the Rogue Isles in Paragon City, but all of us through all time. It's the origin of power. Where it comes from, how it changes, and what it means to us now. It's true. This is a history lesson of sorts, but it's also an instruction manual. I was going to say instructional manual, but okay. This task is not full of combat and near-death experiences. So, if that's what you're after, perhaps it's best for you to go elsewhere and steal something or mug someone. If you are interested, perhaps you'll learn something. I'll take a history lesson. Whoa! She's a contact now. Look at that. Well done. I thought I saw more depth in those eyes than just a dumb thug, but I digress. So, your first lesson is to speak with the mystic here in Cap. His name is Tarkus. He should be able to guide you through the ways of magic. Virgil. You know, I was just over there. Active contact. Okay, I gotta go speak to Wheelie Wheeler just to find out. Maybe it's something about get it, and maybe I could have talked to her sooner. I don't know. Stupid.
You dare interrupt me? You are either bold or stupid. Which is it?
Stupid.
I cannot tell if you are serious or simply seeing how far you can push me. Let me warn you. Oh, stupid one. Do not push. Tarkle. I gotta sneeze.
Oh no, my mask! I didn't take off my helmet first. Oh, it's all over the place.
Now, I know that you are here, even if someone as dim as you has forgotten.
I know why you're here. Excuse me, I'm stupid. I can't read. Learn about magic is my option.
You wish to learn about the origin of magic? I will explain it to you, but I make no guarantees you will comprehend any of it.
Yes, I'm technology-based.
I do not expect one such as yourself to understand magic. That would be like you trying to explain sight to the blind, so I will keep the lesson a simple one.
People have done that. Magic was because you can still have pictures in your mind even if you're blind. I don't know what those pictures look like because I haven't talked to anybody who's been born blind, but yeah, I mean that's a thing. Magic was because there's also like resonance for whatever.
Magic was created from strife. Its power was such that even the gods could...
Ow, my ears, got a pressure buildup?
Could not wield it properly. However, man is so much more than the gods, and we command magic as the true masters that we are. However, there was a war against the gods and
and here comes my
demons and man.
What?
There's war against the gods and the demons and man.
Okay. Comma.
The power thrown around during this war broke the world and, comma,
for some reason. In its breaking, oh, okay, I mean, that makes sense.
The power of magic was nearly wiped out. What we now know of magic is nothing more than a shadow of what it once was.
Oh, see, that makes a little bit more sense compared to what I thought you were like our magic powers today are like, oh, we're incarnate and stuff. Like, no, you're not.
Leave me. You have made me dwell on topics best left forgotten for now.
Cool. I was just over there. A mage. A mage. Collect souvenirs. See, defeat 200 mages. I'm 152. Haha! Clue found. Virgil is not a man who wastes time or words. I doubt you got much out of him, even if you are of magic origin. Am I of magic origin? I don't think I'm of magic origin. I'm technology. What do you mean? How? Oh, even if you were, not are. It should say were. Right? I know what you mean. It should say were. Anyway. However, I hope that you did get... I hope what you did get was at least enlightening regarding his view of where magic comes from. In the future, feel free to call me on my cell. I will! But for now, we are here, and I need to learn about a different origin of power. The Golden Roller, who is not a contact yet, but will be. You should get a kick out of this one. I was trying to find a technology contact for you. Yeah! Contact you could talk to, and the only one I could come up with was the Golden Roller. I hear he's been linked to the Gold Brickers and Lord Midas as well. You up for a little chat? Yeah. Odds are he'll try to scam you, but just get in any information you can get out. What? Get in. Just get any information in you can get and then get out? Something like that. So here's another thing. I don't know why Virgil was one of the ones that I talked to for Origin of Power, but there's, at some point, you get contacts that are based on your power origin. And so I think they've kind of like done away with that, where you can only have the contact that's your origin. But you used to have a team of different origins in order to do all of the missions. So I would get like Golden Roller here because I'm technology based, but then somebody else on my team would have to be like natural or mutation or magic or the other one. What's the other one? Hang on. There's natural, there's technology, there's magic, there's mutation, science. And so you'd have to have a team of those people with the different contacts, and then you could do all this stuff. Beep beep honk. Honk honk beep 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 honk. Beep 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 honk 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 beep 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 beep. He's a car. What do you expect? It's a car. Yes, there's somebody inside of the car, but I'm talking to the car. And I'm not going to read all that. It's too much. Like I said, the Golden Roller is an interesting character. I hope you learned something useful from him. He honked and he revved his engine. Was that useful? At least that's my version of it. You really should talk to Dimitri. I have talked to Krylov. He's an expert in mutants. Did I say mutant? Mutation, yeah. Granted, I think he got that way from performing a number of experiments on them. I'll go talk to this man I've talked to before. Yeah, so if he's the mutation contact, and I've already done his missions, then I shouldn't have been able to do his missions. Anyway. You would know better than anyone the history of mutants. If you get the chance, ask him if he knows my father. That should give you a good laugh. He's all the way over there. Aha! Just kidding. He's all the way right here. Hello, Sir Comics. Mutants are not people born differently. They are simply not human. This mutation, as the layman calls it, is not an old occurrence. My research shows no record of mutant before 1938. Interesting, yet. Maybe? You obviously are not a mutant. I obviously am not a mutant, but that building over there is obviously not a mutant. Cool. The ocean, not a mutant. The sun, not a mutant. Cool. Yeah, thank you. Do you understand that? I knew you would see my point. Mutants are not like us. In the building. I think, in fact, that mutants are not like mutants. Now that is something. This guy, Entertainer of the Year. I must get back to work. I hope you got the answers you're looking for. Give Ashley McKnight my regards. I remember her father, well, too well. The less said, the better. I didn't even ask. I didn't get a laugh. Because I didn't ask. As I said, Dimitri knows a lot about mutants. What? Yeah, he asked about my father? Not surprising. He did? No, he didn't. Since my father chased him halfway across the globe a number of years back, he never told me what it was about. But I can only guess it had to do with Dimitri's experiments. What is happening? Dr. Shelley Percy is known for her research and testing of metahumans. I would say she is an expert when it comes to the origin of science only because she's likely created a few herself. She, above all else in Cap, could tell you about science origin. Talk to Dr. Shelley Percy, who has also been a contact that I've gotten missions from. Her research has caused her to work with many of the groups here in Cap, including Dr. Aeon himself. However, I don't believe the two of them are very close. Yeah, she's also in the south. You're having me run her. I can call you. What am I doing? You gave me your phone number, and I'm not using it. And I sneezed, and everything broke loose. I was already congested. Gremlin. Gremlin. Haha! What? Oh, I think originally I was like, she should talk like Janine. And then I didn't do a Janine voice from Ghostbusters. Was it Janine? I think that's her name. The one who answers the call. Ghostbusters! Something like that. New York accent and kind of nasally. Hello, Sir Comics. But I don't want to do that. I've seen many things in my research on the metahuman population. The one thing that I have noticed more than any others is the adaptive nature of the human body. Adaptive nature of the human body. Where other species would simply curl up and die after being bombarded by countless rays of radiation, the human body adapts and overcomes. It's really very beautiful. Uh-huh. Are you like talking about the Hulk or something? The one thing you have to learn with science is that if you stop to ask yourself if you should do something, you've already lost faith in thinking that you can do it. Yeah. Morality is simply an excuse for unintelligent masses. They dress themselves up in falsity to justify their own lack of imagination and ability. It's sad, really. Well, I've got work to do, and regretfully, it's not on you. Uh-huh. But, you want to bombard me with radiation if it gives me powers. Like, maybe it's cool? I don't know. I hope you got the answers you were looking for. If you ever want to step in my lab, I'd love to look at your DNA. Uh-huh. I'll think about it. I'm not gonna think about it. I can call her. And I should. She has a lot of missions. Origin of Power is just one arc. Dr. Shelley Percy is an impressive woman by interest. This is the last set of missions I'm going to do for today. Dr. Shelley Percy is an interesting woman, and by interesting, I mean creepy. I hope she didn't invite you into her lab. She did! I'm turning it down. She tried that with me once. I think she still has this. I think she still has a scar from where I jabbed the syringe into her neck. You went into her lab? But I'm on a tangent. I'm glad you talked with her. I hope she gave you some useful information. There's a few others. There's a guy here who's in charge of Arachnos military operations in Cap. His name is Marshall Brass. I have not talked to Marshall Brass yet. I think he's like a level 18 character. Contact. He got into this place, the world with something. He got to his place in the world with no powers or technology of any kind. He's a natural. If you'd like to talk to him about what sets apart from other men, blah, 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 blah. Marshall Brass is a man I have to figure out. I have yet to figure out. If I had my glasses on, I still don't think it would help at this point. He works for Arachnos, yet I believe he is a good man. My father would tell me. I'm just partial to a man in a uniform, perhaps. I'm in a suit of armor, though. Riding a hoverboard. Running as fast as I can. Okay. Yeah, I haven't talked to this guy yet.
So, Comics, I do not know if this is the best time for me to be seen with you. Something is going on in the city and it's making everyone nervous. Be quick about it. What intel do you seek?
Powerless villainous?
Look at you, standing here asking me how I got to where I was without powers. Are you trying to pity me? I'll have you know that I've taken out half a dozen villains with more power than you before I showed up to work today. Do you know how? I, a lowly human, could do that while the rest of you fly around this city like your gods.
I don't fly. I use a hoverboard.
I could take you down because I'm just that much better than you. Take away your powers and you're nothing, nothing! I win because I want it more than you. I win because I will never give up. Now, get out of my face. I don't have time for this.
Sir, I wear the suit of armor and use technology of sword and shield. That's the technology I use for my powers. But underneath this armor, I am a man of skill and muscle. You'd still probably win. For now, but only because I am level 14. But someday I will be stronger than you. I also have the benefit of the technology of comic books. What did you learn from Brass? Really? I would have expected him to be more forthcoming. I wonder if he's hiding something. Yeah. So I hope we've been able to avoid. I hoped we've been able to avoid this, but it doesn't look like it. While you were off talking to the different people about their origins, Circle of Thorns have gotten wind of what's going on. I don't even know what's going on. They're up to something, and I'm going to need your help to stop it. Okay, this is the finale of Origin of Power, so I'll do it. Oh, words. They've unearthed some old relics. I need to stop them in Port Oaks for some reason. And are beginning to ask the same questions we are regarding powers and their origin. Honestly, Natural was not a power origin. It was just training, just skill, just Saitama. Honestly, this scares the snot out of me, because if these guys can get a handle on where powers come from and how to control them, then the world will be in a bad place. Please get in there and stop them. I know this isn't your sort of thing, but What they're doing affects all of us, hero or villain. I'm gonna do this. I made it.
The Circle of Thorns are attempting to uncover the mysteries behind powers. If that happens, there's no telling what they will do with that knowledge.
Well, what if I explode them with the power? Mages! All right. I need to... Hey, chill. I need to turn off the power. I'm moving too fast. I'm rocking too hard. I expected there to be more mages. Opening? I don't think that's how you use stones. Oh, come on, man. You farted on me. Relics to find. I've opened this stone and found it's myself a relic. I think that's how that works. Mage? Yes. Well, not anymore. Break it open. What about this stone? More relics? Yes, yes. I mean, they don't look broke. Just kind of gently touched it. For a while. Put a piece of paper on top of it and scribbled lightly over the surface with a crayon. Made a copy.
There's not enough mages.
I expected a few more. Got him. Where's this guy trying to go? How? He was damaged, but alive. Oh, because they do that. I get to kill him twice. It's actually beneficial to me. Relief. That's what it's called, right? Where you scribble over the top of it, you make a relief. Or is that something else? Yay. Badge. Origin of Power. 8 merits. Then I can call her. She has nothing else for me, even though she does have more arcs. Story arcs. Without those relics, the Circle will not be able to command the powers to their will. The history books of Midnighters talk of a time when one origin commanded all the powers to themselves. Neat. That one origin reigned over all others, commanding any who were without, like slaves. It was really a dark day. Thank you for taking the time to go over this history with me. I hope you found some useful information out of it. I got a badge. I also got merits. I've earned 216 merits by level 14. It's pretty cool. Somehow don't have any more contacts. Still, before I accept this level up, I'm going to do a thing here. They are in the inactive tab, but what happens when I call them? Nothing. 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 Still nothing. Nothing. Nope. 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 See, there's a... Oh, yeah. There's always a possibility that they're just going to be, like, introduced to a new contact. Well, she's in the Midnighter Club, so that's a little different. I have to get into the Midnighter Club in order to talk to her. Can't even call her because I don't have her phone number. Oh, the radio! And then Wheelie Wheeler up there. The only other person so far that I can talk to. But he doesn't show up even on the map as a contact. And no, he doesn't want to talk to me yet. Well, I'm gonna have to maybe run a few things, maybe run some paper missions at a bank to see if I can get a new contact at this level. But first thing I'm going to do to see if I can get a new contact is train. Because there might be a difference there. Ashley McKnight could have been available this entire time if I just went and talked to her. I don't think it was because I got that level up. I did say I do want hover and evasive maneuvers. It's not helpful really towards my build, but it does add to being able to traverse, which I think is helpful, without using, you know, like weird stuff. And I don't need a whole lot of powers otherwise. So instead of having, you know, like the jump pack, I have hover. And then I'll eventually get rid of the rocket board and have fly. And then evasive maneuvers is just like a defensive ability. Actually, hover should be over here then. What do you mean? What do you mean? That was weird. Contacts! No, I'm in the inactive tab. That freaked me out. I was like, oh, what? It's a lot of contacts. Nothing. Okay. Some other time, then. Thank you for joining me, if you did. And stay safe out there, Commonwealth. I'm gonna go log out. You know, I thought about this. It's probably a bad idea. I was gonna end this stream a different way, but you know what? No. I am gonna do it this way. But then I'll go log out in the Taylor.